Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Marion. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to make this bikini wrap. It is a beautiful piece to add on to your summer collection, especially if you're going to the beach. You can style this however you want and add tassels, or you can add fringes, you can add shells, or however way you want it. So without wasting so much time, let's just get right into the video. And thank you so much for being here. If you have not, please consider to subscribe to the channel. Welcome. These are the materials that we are going to use for this tutorial. I have my darning needle, a pair of scissors, some stitch markers, and some sequins to finish my work. So this is the yarn that I'm using. It is silver, and it recommends, it's 164 yards. That is 150 meters. It recommends a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, but since it is very thin, I will be doubling the strands. I'm going to be doubling the strands to achieve medium weight, and for that I will be using a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. I will use a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. So without wasting so much time, let's just jump right into the video. Just as I said, I am going to double my strands, and you will grab your yarn and make a slip knot. This is how I make my slip knot. Once you have that, we are going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then you will yarn over and insert your hook in this very first chain that we made, and then we are going to make a double crochet. Okay, and then we are going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then we will go right into this loop that we just made here and do a double crochet. Okay, once we have that double crochet, we want to start increasing. We are going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then yarn over and insert your hook into that very loop that we created before, and then do. So we had 1 and now we have 2. And then I'm going to chain 7. We are chaining 7 at the beginning because the first 2 represent the first, like a double crochet. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then turn your work, and then you're going to yarn over and insert your hook inside that first space, the chain 5 space, and then you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 5, sorry, it has to be chain 5, and then you're going to go into that very next and do a double crochet. And since we're increasing, we had 1 and we have 2, we are going to chain another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you have your 5 chains, you're going to go into that same chain 5 space and work a double crochet. So this is what we have. We have formed a small triangle, and we want to keep increasing. As you can see, the first has 1, the next has 2, and the next has 3. So the next will have 4, and we will be increasing like that as we go along. So just remember, we are chaining 7 at the beginning. The first 2 represent a double crochet, and then the next 5 chains are the 5 chains that we are creating at the middle of each and every double crochet. So after the double crochet, you go to the next with a double crochet after chaining 5, and then you chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then insert your hook in the next chain 5 space and do a double crochet, chain another 5 because we are doing an increase at the end of the row, and do another double crochet inside of that same chain 5 space. So as you can see, just a recap, we have 4 on top, 3, and then 2, and then 1 that we began with. So we're going to do this until we have a larger triangle. I'm gonna go off camera and let you work your triangle until you have your desired length. It doesn't matter, you can have it as large as you want it or as small as you want it. Just remember, we are chaining 7 at the beginning and doing 2 double crochets, or rather 2 stitches in the very last chain 5 space to mark our increase. So we are increasing 1 space on each and every row. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna go off camera and work my piece, and then we will meet up once we are satisfied with what we have. Marking these rows, and this is where I am at the moment. I'm satisfied with the length, and I'm speaking this length, I'm satisfied with that, but the part where I need to do more is the length of the ties. So I'm going to stop increasing, or rather working these rows, and continue working these ties because I might run out of yarn and I need the ties to be a bit longer. But so far this is where we are. So when laid flat, this is how my work looks like. I went ahead to increase the part that goes vertically at this point so that my ties are a bit longer to enable my client to tie it at the waist area. I wanted it a bit longer, this part that I'm showing right now. So I am satisfied with the length and everything for this project, and this is how, when you happen it, this is how it looks like. And you can comfortably tie at the side. And if you're adding tassels, you can add tassels. As you can see, I did 2. This is another one in pink. I did this with like variegated yarn, and this is how it looks like. I love the color grading for this one, and this is how the ties look like. And yeah, my client was satisfied with the length and everything on it, and I want to put it on a mannequin and show you how everything came about. So yeah, when you tie it, it looks like this. Thank you so much for watching. This has been more of a stitch pattern than a project, but I'm glad that you tuned into the video and you've watched to the end. If you haven't subscribed, please consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Marion, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.